Good afternoon, it's Brian Esch. This is the first episode of In the Trades by Brian Esch. Let's get this started. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what this channel is going to be about. So I'm working on some ways to get people interested in the trades. I've been a tradesman for 20 years, building automation for the big three for 20 years. And so what I'm trying to do is gain awareness to guys like us in the trades who work very hard to make things happen so you guys can get to work and so you guys can drive over bridges, so you guys can do what you need to do. So my goal with this is I started posting on Facebook from work, like in the trades, and I'd leave like a quote like the 5 P's. Proper planning prevents poor performance. I heard that many times in the trade and for many years, and I didn't really understand or grasp why everyone said that until I started planning projects, and I realized that a lot of upfront planning could prevent a lot of mistakes down the road. So anyway, I started posting those. A lot of people were getting likes. I was getting a lot of likes. I was getting a lot of shares. So I started thinking about how I could spin it to make it work to where I could help the community out. So, because I've always felt like, like when I was in 11th grade, I was part of a trade school, which was so sweet, and I learned so much about work there. But the program closed before my senior year because of funding. And you read in the newspaper that, the first things that go are the trades and music programs from school. The two things that I'm very interested in, and the two things that I feel are necessary for people's growth. And everyone looks down on us blue-collar workers because, oh, you don't need a degree, you don't need to go to college. So, and you get dirty, and don't you want better for yourself? And yeah, but you know what? If everybody was doctors and lawyers, then who's building the schools for you guys to learn? Who's maintaining the schools for you guys to learn? Who's building your car so you can get to that client, or you can get to the courthouse or whatever? Yeah, so I was thinking of ways of where I could help the community and help grow knowledge in the trades. And one of the things I have realized is that you can monetize from YouTube. So what I'm planning to do is creating a YouTube channel called In the Trades. I'm working with some local companies in the Metro Detroit area to gain access to their shops and workspaces to show tips, tricks, and motivational tools to help kids get into the trades. And if it gets monetized, then what I will do is I will take half of the proceeds and donate them to schools in, starting with the Metro Detroit area where, 90% of the auto trade happens, and the other half to start a trade school for myself, and possibly buy better equipment to help the channel grow. So I'm not going to gain anything out of this. I'm doing this purely because people were like, wow, that was sweet. I wish people would have said it earlier. I wish people would have did this or done that. So that's what I'm doing it for. I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for my kids, my kids' kids, your kids' kids, so they can grow into a business to where they can make honest, decent living and take care of their families in the long term. That's the bottom line, is being able to take care of our families and have an avenue for the kids that we love that are not academic or academia, or however you want to say it, that they're not, school is not their thing, but then they're lost and they're not thinking about, what are they going to do? Like, the last thing they think about is a trade. which it should be one of the first things they think about, because I sit in rooms with people who have college degrees and I know I make more money than them. It is what it is, right? Granted, I work a lot of hours and I spend a lot of time away from my family, but I sacrifice so they can have all the things that they want. And so that's how that works. So in the trades, share this channel, subscribe to the channel, especially if you're in the trades. Help me help everybody else, because it hasn't been a bad living for me. It hasn't been a bad living for a lot of the people that I know personally, and it hasn't been a bad living for my father. It hasn't been a bad living for me, and I just want to give back to you guys and to help grow the trade and the business, and to teach people that if you work hard, you can get whatever you want. It's quite epic. That there is more, that you're not a loser if you're not a doctor, lawyer, or whatever. Anyway, Brian Esch, man. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.